It's not a normal world, it's Taskmaster World. Welcome back to the non-echoey version of the reviews. I just filmed Series 13 Episode 3 review, and now we're reviewing Episode 3. Hopefully this review is far better than Episode 2. So, here is how it went down. The prize task. Something that sounds funny if you say it multiple times, and I will be saying it multiple times. You bet, yeah, I'm here for the comedy. Sorry if you can hear the chair squeaking, it's a spinny chair. So, Ardlund or Hanlon, probably pronounced his name horrifically wrong, has the word bubbles. And you can say it in any mood, so let's go angry. Bubbles! Or if you say it really sad, bubbles. Or if you say it really jolly, bubbles. Bubbles. Or if you just say the word bubbles several times, you'll probably end up laughing. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. We had Bridget Christie with a very inappropriate item. Or let me just sort my chair out. So it's not inappropriate as in the item itself, but it's a word that isn't deemed family friendly for YouTube. But she climbed onto the Taskmaster's chair, Greg's chair. Never seen that done before. And they started going around in a circle. Really weird. We had Chris Ramsey, a cookbook with a cookbook in a Geordie accent. I worked out what the accent was, but it's a cookbook. Cookbook. Probably not done the Geordie accent any favours there. I probably made it worse. So sorry. We had Judy Love with pickles. Pickles. We had Sophie Duker with tweezers. And it also, then, if you said it in a certain word, if you said it in a word, it would be inappropriate. So I'm just going to say the word tweezers, even though it wasn't that. I want to keep this video family friendly. So, who had the best one? Ardlund did, obviously. But Bridget Christie had a really good item, but sadly it's not YouTube friendly. So, I can't really say what it was. It's like them saying, start what you say, but I couldn't say what I saw. Next, we have task number 1. Great. Do a moment in history. We had Ardlund with World War II, Bridget Christie with a space dog, Chris Ramsey with a sheep clothing, so Dolly the sheep, and we had Judy Love with Egyptian pyramids, and Sophie Duker with dinosaurs. So, I banged my chin on my mic. So, Judy Love had no idea you could use visual effects. So, sad. Sorry, Judy. Sorry, Judy. Yeah. We had Chris Ramsey with sheep cloning. Dolly the sheep was the first and only thing ever to be cloned that made it into the public in the 90s. See, you never expected that the 90s would come up with cloning sheep. We're in 2022. When can we clone humans? Or when can we time travel? Answering all the best questions here on Taskmaster World. Could you time travel yet? No, but you can clone sheep. Or what Chris did was use 2 cones. He actually used traffic cones. So World War II with traffic cones, Space Dome with traffic cones, sheep cloning with traffic cones, sand and traffic cones for Egyptian pyramids, and traffic cones and a lot of visual effects for dinosaurs. Who was the best one? Obviously Chris Ramsey with sheep cloning. Sheep cloning. Why am I singing on this channel? Because I've got the microphone. And there you go. This is madness. They call it madness. Madness. They call it madness. Madness. I'm just going to pose for a thumbnail now. Or let's do a new pose that I've never done before. Madness. Or let's try this pose. We want to make the thumbnail interesting, and I want to talk to you about how interesting the thumbnail will be whilst we talk about task number 2. Task number 2 was to make all of the items at once. Like, they had to make them all move at once. There you go. I've got the thumbnail shot now. So, we had a marble run and a few other bits and bobs all had to run all at the same time. Ardlow, he got very angry fast and got confused. Bridget Christie was calm. Chris Ramsey messed up with the fire and failed the task, but then Alex said he did not end up failing. That's the extent of my notes there. Yeah, my notes are amazing. It must seem I've got some fluff on the microphone, and yeah. Task 3 was Alex unable to bite the duck. So he had a bucket with a duck at the bottom of it, and Alex was tied to a chair. And so the contestants had to try and get the duck out of there without touching the green, so that Alex then put the duck in his mouth. It's a rubber duck. It's the famous Taskmaster rubber duck. Taskmaster rubber duck. Yes, the famous Taskmaster rubber duck. They all did very well at that. All the girls used similar items, and so did the boys. But Chris Ramsey didn't win that task because he had to keep Alex as dry as possible. And the live task was, as a team, put your face in a hole. I don't think if you're not British, because I don't know what it's like around the world, but if you're not British, you might not know the answer to this. So in fairgrounds, especially in Brighton, you used to have the macho man and the woman, or a mermaid, or a pirate and a sea captain. And you had them in a way, sort of, where you had their face cut out, and so you put your face in it. And it's one of those, but this time so if it was Chris and Ardle's, you had Ardle's foot in the hole and then Chris's face. It was that type of thing. Greg was not really good at guessing at the beginning and then got better. But at the end, the winner of the episode was, drumroll please, Bridget Christie! Chris Ramsey had won 2 episodes, Bridget Christie won 1. Bridget Christie is now ahead of Chris Ramsey and might win the series. But anyway, guys, hopefully I can improve my reviews as time goes by. Time on, Tom out. Why did I say time on, Tom out? I'm not a time on in this universe. I am the Taskmaster. But thank you guys for watching, and remember, keep tasking. Bye.
Oh, they're falling.
Hello everyone, please subscribe to Taskmaster World.